I fly LAX to Seoul twice a month. On my last flight, I asked a Korean flight attendant why her skin looked perfect after 14 hours. What she told still shocks me. Let me back up. I'm 48. I work in international logistics. I've been flying this route for 3 years, and if you've never done a 14-hour flight, let me tell you what it does to your skin. The cabin air is drier than the Sahara Desert, literally. By hour 6, your skin feels like paper. By hour 10, your makeup has slid off, your under eyes look hollow, and you look like you aged 5 years since takeoff. I used to pack an entire skincare bag for these flights. Estee Lauder moisturizer, a $90 hydrating serum, La Mer eye cream, sheet masks. I'd reapply every few hours in the bathroom like a crazy person. Didn't matter. I'd land in Seoul looking like I hadn't slept in a week. But here's what I started noticing. The Korean flight attendants, they'd work the same 14 hours, same recycled air, same brutal conditions, and they'd land looking like they just came from a spa. I'm not exaggerating. Fresh, glowing, not a single line, like the flight didn't even touch them. I told myself it was genetics. That's what we always say, right? Korean women just have better skin. But on my last flight, I couldn't take it anymore. We hit some turbulence around hour 8. I was awake, the cabin was dark, and I saw one of the senior flight attendants, her name tag said Sumin, sitting in the jump seat near the galley, putting something on her face. Plain white tube, no English on it, simple packaging. I waited until she was done and walked over. I said, I'm sorry, this is going to sound crazy, but what is that? Because I've been flying this route for 3 years and you look exactly the same at hour 14 as you did at hour 1. She smiled. You want the real answer or the polite answer? The real one. The real answer is that everything in your skincare bag right now is useless at 35,000 feet and probably on the ground too. That stung, but I asked her to keep going. Most American creams have molecules that are too big to penetrate your skin, she said. They sit on top. In cabin air, they evaporate in minutes. So you keep reapplying something that was never getting in to begin with. She held up her tube. This has a protein complex that absorbs 251% faster. It actually gets inside your skin, creates a barrier from within. That's why my skin holds moisture through the entire flight. Yours evaporates because nothing is getting past the surface. What's in it? I asked. Centella asiatica. Korean dermatologists have recommended it since the 1940s, over 80 years. It's so powerful, it's used to fade scars from burns and surgery. But for us, it triggers collagen production from the inside. Your skin rebuilds while you fly instead of breaking down. She looked at my carry-on bag on the floor. I had 3 different creams and a serum poking out of the side pocket. How much did all of that cost? She said. Maybe $400. Does it work? I didn't answer. We both knew. This tube is $79, she said. Every flight attendant on this crew uses it. We could use anything. The airline gives us high-end samples. Korean duty-free is right there. We use this. She told me it's called Coriderm. Over 2 million tubes sold. The centella is harvested from Jeju Island. That's why the supply is limited. Korean women don't do 10-step routines, she said. That's what we sell to American tourists. We use one thing that actually absorbs. That's it. I sat back down in my seat and looked at my skincare bag. 4 products, $400. 3 years of reapplying in airplane bathrooms, and my skin still looked worse after every flight. I threw all of it in the seat back pocket. When I landed in Seoul, I ordered Coriderm from my hotel room that night. First flight back using it, I put it on before takeoff. Nothing else. 14 hours later, I walked off the plane and my driver, the same driver who picks me up every trip, said, "You look good today. Did you sleep on this one?" I hadn't. I'd watched 3 movies and worked for 6 hours. By my 3rd trip using it, my coworker in the Seoul office said, "What are you doing differently? Your skin looks completely different." By the 2nd month, my husband picked me up at LAX and said, "You look better after flights now than before you leave." I haven't repacked my skincare bag since. 1 tube, 30 seconds before takeoff. That's my entire routine now. Last week on the flight, Sumin walked past my seat and glanced down at my face. She smiled and gave me a little nod. She knew. I linked it below. $79. Buy one, get one free. 90-day money-back guarantee. I used to spend $400 trying to survive a 14-hour flight. Now I spend 30 seconds, and I land looking better than when I took off.